Shane Lynch of Boyzone, here on the left, sporting an enormous white collar, swapped showbiz suits for oily rags and the buzz of motor racing.
If you walk around, what you can see is blood, sweat and tears in all of these cars. You can see every last wage packet going into every man's car. This is their life.
Shane drives this car in drift races for motor team Japspeed.
These cars are heavily modified and they're not fit for the road. They're anything up to 200-mile-an-hour cars, and realistically they don't have all the qualities and brakes and etc. to get them to stop at that kind of speed.
The team had been exhibiting their cars at a drift racing event at the Santa Pod Raceway.
The guys in the team had gone for a debrief with the show organisers, left the car for approximately maybe 20-30 minutes.
Unbelievably, in broad daylight, surrounded by thousands of fans, thieves had managed to start the car, drive it off the stand and out the front gate.
I think a lot of people thought in the beginning it was a joke because it's such an unheard of thing to do, to take a car off a stand at an event. It doesn't happen.
A complete disbelief when we found out the car was gone. They had no fear with getting in that car and driving it straight past the stewards and onto a road and down a motorway. They could have been caught at any point. Didn't even have any number plates. These cars are complete one-offs, custom made, irreplaceable vehicles, and we had no option when it was stolen. We had to get that car back.
This £80,000 car that had taken 4 men 6 months to build had disappeared in the blink of an eye. Paul called the police, but they needed help if the car was going to be seen again. So he turned to the social networks.
Obviously our Facebook fans follow us at these events, so the immediate thought was to use those fans to help us try and find the vehicle before it had left the area.
Paul posted that the car had been nicked, and within minutes keen motoring bloggers spread the word.
Everybody was copying and pasting, retweeting on Twitter and everything. We was getting in touch with different car clubs, different areas like the Northwest, down in London, up Scotland.
Usually on the online forums, when a post goes up, whether it's a car sale or something, you can expect to get 10, maybe 15 posts. In this particular case, within hours, the post count was in the hundreds.
The word had spread so fast and it was on forums that we'd never even heard of, but yet they were still there trying to help us find the car.
Posts were flooding in, and soon there were a couple of sightings.
It must have been literally an hour after the car had initially been stolen. The reports of it heading south towards Windsor down the M4.
Within 48 hours, we had 25,000 new followers just looking for the Subaru that got stolen.
But the biggest breakthrough came from petrolhead John Singleton.
I was driving home from work on the M25 and looked in my rearview mirror, and there was this car, this orange and black car coming out of nowhere, going at a fair old speed. So I thought I'd get my phone out and record it for a little bit.
This is the stolen Subaru that Paul filmed speeding along the M25. The video went viral. The whole country knew about the stolen motor, and car fans across Britain had their eyes peeled. This hot rod was now such hot property that the thieves would stand little chance of being able to move it around the country, or even sell it on. Knowing this, Paul decided to lay a sting, and now offered a £10,000 reward for the return of the car. Out of the blue, Paul gets a phone call.
They said that they knew where the car was, and that with the reward they would help us get that car back.
The team arranged a meeting with the informant at a service station. What he didn't know was that the police were in tow.
As soon as the money had been exchanged, the thief actually took us to the garage where it was being held and caught the gang red-handed. The car was sat there at the time with the gang stripping it for parts.
When we got a phone call to say they found the car, we were absolutely delighted. It was an emotional time because we really didn't think we were going to get that car back.
The thieves were part of a gang that had stolen vehicles worth almost £250,000. They were jailed for more than 15 years for burglary, theft and handling stolen goods.
Without a shadow of a doubt, if it wasn't for the the kind folk of the world, the people of the United Kingdom, that car possibly would have never been found again.
It was a fantastic result to get the car back, absolutely. So we were thrilled that we got it back in one piece and that we were going to be able to bring that car back to life for the fans that had helped us find it.